What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the EU4 Random Powers series. This episode we're playing as probably the coolest nation in existence right now. It's Haiti. I don't know how this happened. Brittany's colony got their independence and they're probably in the top, well, they're on the first page of the ledger in terms of strength. I don't know how many, I think probably top 20. 10's probably a bit over ambitious. Their navy might be much higher. It's ridiculously big. Let me just see if I can show you that. Here, out second in the world. Like, only Great Britain is bigger right now. That is crazy. Don't know how they've got this. They have the most transports in the world. There you go. That's a win. They do have 0 sailors, but we'll ignore that. And they're over their force limit. But hey ho, they have 4,000 ducats stored away. I assume they're just over here playing Pirates of the Caribbean. I imagine they're just taking everyone's money. That's what's going on. But there we go, we're playing as Haiti this episode. Apparently there is some troops on there. You should probably get off that boat before you starve. Just saying, there's a lot of troops starving. I assume they're not all on boats. Well, this is great, isn't it? Nobility. Neither of those are good, but that one's better than nothing, I guess. Is there troops elsewhere suffering? Like, why are all their troops on boats? I do not understand. If these guys can have a holiday in Jamaica, I'm nice. Okay, level 29, diplomatic technology. That might just put them in the lead for the whole world. Crazy to... Oh. I was hoping to expand a bit, but yeah, they did just conquer a whole lot of southern USA. That's probably not going to happen. Now, there's obviously a serious issue for the rest of this series we have to contend with, and this world, for the future of this world that we're on in EU4. And that is obviously caused by the Spanish, because when you sum up their actual strength, it is absurd. It is ridiculous. They are... It says the Ottomans are stronger. I think one-on-one... Obviously, one-on-one there's no chance, because obviously the French stuff is all halved when it's added into Spain. But not only to Spain... Well, let's take a look at Spain, okay? Now, this doesn't show it all. So they're allied to Britain and Hungary, who I think are both great powers. Hungary's 8th, Britain are 3rd. That's scary enough. They have a PU over France, who I think, if they were independent, would be 3rd above Great Britain. And then, on top of that, not only does Spain have some colonies, they actually don't have that many. Aragon didn't have that many, and Castiles are separate, even though they're the same colour. And then, but obviously France brings Floride, French Louisiana, French Mexico. Now, they're not as strong as Portugal's colonies, who are these two are very big. They're the only colonies that sort of could compete with normal sort of original countries, and they could definitely get away from Portugal. British Columbia is fairly strong, but yeah, that is miles ahead. I assume we have enough transports for this. The whole army is missionaries. That is a terrifying prospect, but okay, whatever. Yeah, things are not looking great. This is they've overextended way too much, basically. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose some stuff this episode. It's going to take a very pristine effort. I'm surprised all 44 of them managed to get on the boat and then chose not to leave. That is solid, guys. Oh no, they are here. Okay, never mind. And they all arrived in one go. That is not what I was expecting to happen, but it did work. So let's go. Yeah, I would love to cut the missionaries from the army because they're not great. They're not the ideal unit. But I feel like the mercenaries, I should say, but I'm not sure. I feel like that would be too big a number right now. We actually do need them. I just lost another battle. Don't know where that was. I think it was in Florida. Somewhere like that. But there we go. We have at least cleared out Venezuela. There's some up here. Okay. That's cool. That makes sense. Okay, so apparently there's some troops here. No. How can these boats be suffering? I don't know. Maybe there's a hurricane. Something coming in. I don't know. Could be. There's so many more boats. What? Why are you building so many boats? You're over your force limit. Please stop. I'm going to try and merge the armies up just so it's easier. Baton Rouge. Oh, great. More. Just more spawning. Thank you. Thanks, game. That's just what I know. Also, these green guys are allied to Spain, so we can't take them out. I know the border gore's gross. I'm sorry. But yeah, there is not much I can do on that front. Right, so let's make that 15 stack. Let's go get rid of these Florida rebels. Hopefully that's a victory for us. There's no more attrition, so that's a good sign. Looks like we can finally clear out all of this. Make sure the rebels do not get away with their demands, because one of them, we were so unlucky. Like, we did all the hard work, but the rebels still won, just because I didn't have time to like hit all the provinces. I don't know when that was. That wasn't Pueblo, was it? No. Pueblo's still here, going strong. I haven't doomed them. They're not, well, yet, anyway. Oh, we won that battle. Nice. Very nice. I'm not sure the 19 stack will be something we should take on straight away, but hey, we need to slow them down. There is so many boats. This might work. No, that didn't work. I was going to try and merge them. It's okay. If it fails, I can send the 40. Actually, better idea. We just send this 4 stack over. Oh, there is another stack. Are you serious? Okay. Floride. Yes, let's give it to them. Maybe they'll walk into our rebels. Do us all a favour. Yeah, they have so many boats. They don't necessarily need them all, but they've got them. Okay, we've nearly undone all of this. It was about time, but we're closing in. We actually have so much money to spend. Game 1 stability. We lost the battle that I didn't even start. They just obviously wandered in to me. Great. Or I think actually the other troops landed in the wrong spot. That might have been my fault. The force limit is 153. That's absurd. How have they got it that high? But yeah, I'm sure buildings are not quite there yet. So let's put all that into manufactories. Increase that income. Surely trade power is good here. Oh, yeah, I imagine they are very strong. There actually isn't that many provinces. They probably have low development, so let's just build everything we can afford. Try and improve the economy a little bit. And yeah, we'll try and get some more buildings in the future. And I don't know if I want to turn things into a state. That was probably a bad move. Oh, Floride did actually run into those rebels. They were actually Floride's rebels. I thought they were mine. I must have got confused. Okay, I need to get rid of this quickly and then send these guys to Florida. Or Floride. Or whatever we're calling it. Southern US. Oh my goodness, there is so many provinces to core. They better hurry up and get it done. That's why there's so many rebels. Why is there so many fleets? Stop building them, please. There we go. I'm gonna try. Is there a way to? Oh, it's not. It's not like Hoi 4. I wish it was. I swear, there's some. No, let's not even go down that route. I'll just complain forever. I'm just like, that should be like this game. Can't we just make a game that composes all the best parts of all of them? Yeah, that would obviously just end up with, yeah, just constant complaining. Let's not argue for that point. Oh, Floride, you're a legend. Oh no, never mind. That's not us. We may actually lose this. Probably not a bad thing. I mean, obviously it would suck in the, we want Haiti to do awesome, but yeah, they probably don't need this, and they seem to be struggling to hold on to an awful lot of the stuff they've overextended into so far. As good as it looked from the outside, not going so well on the inside. Another action-packed episode compared to that last one. I'm keeping an eye on Europe. It seems pretty chill. Austria's killing Württemberg, but apart from that, it seems all very peaceful. Mewat have got a civil war. I mean, they're not that big, so I guess that's not the end of the world for them. New Castilian separatists have crossed our border. Are you serious? I've got enough of my own rebels. I don't need yours. Dang. Right, disloyal. Not anymore. Right, okay, so now they've crossed over here, so let's go kill them. Let's go kill them. That is always the best way to start. Go through the boat. Go get them dealt with. We couldn't afford to make some of these cores, but this one was more expensive. Oh, I think you have to border the provinces. I was going to say, that just seems like a mess. I hope that counts as a border, or all of this may be uncoreable, and that would be a disaster. We did defeat the rebels, so now it is time, I think, to split the army in half, not delete it, don't worry, just so that I can try and unsiege as much of this as possible, as quickly as possible. Because if not, we will have a catastrophe where it will still break free anyway, despite our great successes. We have 94 boats here. What? There's 22. They're 22. Oh no, they were mid. Okay, I wondered why they were going. They were already on the boat. That's what happened there. Don't worry. Phew. Got a bit confused as to what was going on. No one's following my orders. That's typical. That's a Hoi 4 classic. That one. The units that just never listen. There we go. Should have dealt with the issues now. Phew. Just wipe our brow. Sweat's gone. I was pretty nervous. Pretty nervous times. Keep this dude. I don't know. He's probably doing good. Too many military leaders. That's because they have a load of people they don't need. And they're all good. Like, I could never get this lucky. There we go, 5 out of 5. Put money into the treasury. Yeah, 1,000 ducats. We'll take it. Let's try and core some more provinces. Just trying to get them done. I don't want any more rebels. Military tech 29. Haiti leading the way in technology. What a world. What a world. This is the coolest empire I've ever seen. Let's give them 3 stability. You know, nations in Central America's not really known for their stability. I'm going to lose it straight away, aren't I? Yep. There we go. Good investment, I guess. We're in a war. Are you serious? Brittany, your faithful ally. What the heck did you ally the person that you fought for? Portugal is allied with Great Britain. Ugh. Let's not fight that war. Let's find some new allies. Spain? Oh, dang it. They probably want our stuff. Portugal? No. Morocco? No. Oh. These guys would. Not sure they'd be the most use. We have Scandinavia. That is actually a pretty good ally. That means Russia? No, we're not probably too far away, aren't we? Well, they don't like us. Are you serious? Dislikes us. What is wrong with you, Russia? Oh, that's Korea. Russia's in an interesting spot right now. Completely ignoring Haiti. They actually have a vassal. Yerevan is their vassal. So if they take all of Korea, well, Yerevan is doing it. But whatever happens, Russia's going to have a lot of this Korean land. Not really Korea though, it's in the north, but it is owned by Korea. Japan recovered, even though it was a different Japan. We'll let them off. Oh, new military units. Took long enough to load up. There we go. All souped up. How is our economy doing? It just seems to still... We're at 4,000 ducats again. It's crazy. I mean, I imagine the Caribbean's a pretty powerful trade area. Let's reduce some of that inflation. I know. Get it down to 0. That's increased the income. Let's get it down to 0%. There we go. That's what we want. We're on full army maintenance and half the army's mercenaries, so it is incredible that we can afford all of this. Oh, there's some big rebels up here. I'm just assuming there's no more rebels. We're doing fine. Separatists. The Mughals are still around. Well, they do have some separatists. I imagine it takes ages to cross their empire. I mean, like, it literally goes through the Himalayas, I think. Yeah, pretty much. They don't look that big from here, but then I remember how zoomed out I am. Like, okay, this game just makes it look like it's one mountain, but there is obviously hundreds of mountains. In reality, as soon as I get rid of somebody, someone just retires. What did you do, Wu? I never know what to do on these. Wu conquered all of this sort of Vietnam area, so they look very pink. Malacca has fallen. They were doing so well at one point. Australia is still divided. Brunei is now invading. The Ottomans seem to hold on to their colonies. I don't think them and Spain have fought since Spain took Greece off them, which was still a pretty big blow. I can't actually do this. That doesn't even give them loyalty, so that sucks. It's not the end of the world. 5,000 ducats. I'm tempted to build them a proper army that doesn't, consist of mercenaries, but I think I'll leave that to be the AI's decision. They seem happy. If we were running out of money, that would probably be the way to go, but we're apparently making a literal fortune. Brittany is dead, so that was probably a good choice. Not quite. They did lose Britain Columbia, and British Columbia is now huge. Is this one of 2 British Columbias? Am I getting confused again? I think the other the other one did turn into Cascadia eventually. I think they were different at one point. Oh no, is that a different one? Oh no, that little one is very different. I don't know if they'll merge if you get them next to each other. They've both got red little flags, but they do have different... Oh no, they are the same one. I don't know, there was a point where there was 2, wasn't there? But that's over now. Or maybe it was French, I don't know. There was 2 or something. There's so many Louisianas, who knows what's going on. Oh, we're getting these cores done. Once it's all done, the Haitians will be free of rebellion, and all this land they have will officially belong to them. It's such a cool empire. I don't really see how they're going to grow it, because they almost have to fight Spain no matter what. But, it's kind of cool. They're nowhere near the great powers this, though. Portugal has shot up it. I don't know how they're maintaining that development. Obviously, South America's really kicking on. They do have California as well, which is probably going to help. Probably quite valuable as the game moves on. Prussia's in there. I can't believe how much it's changed over time. But there you go. Spain leading the way. The Ottomans would be leading if they embraced the institution. But then obviously the French stuff is all halved. If Spain was to annex that, they would be the clear leaders. Britain in third. Russia in fourth. But they also need to embrace the institution. That would put them above Britain. Prussia, Scandinavia, Portugal all have. If the Mughals were to embrace, they would go up to above Great Britain as well. Haiti would not be on there. Whoa, New Castile just grabbed a load of stuff. Must have missed that one. Oh, our guy died, so we do have to pick one now. 29, 29, 28. We need a lot of admin power at the moment. So let's get one of those in. I think they're doing fine. I assume they must have advisors, no? Okay, they're just doing really well. I mean, we may as well grab some advisors. These all cost the same. And then there's just that guy that costs 15 times as much. National unrest, prestige, tax, yearly inflation. Let's get rid of that unrest. That would be a nice little thing to go for. And then here we can only go for this guy. If I want to... I mean, we could afford the other ones, but I never see the point in buying the expensive ones. Diplomatic reputation +1. Discipline, national unrest. That's good. That should keep us together. I'm trying to find an ally. Like, surely somebody wants to... I imagine a lot of people hate us, actually. All the colonial nations probably hate us. So that does make sense. Prussia, that's a big no. If I can find like a semi-no, that would be nice. I just got to keep my eye on this. If Spain begins that integration, it's not happened. Obviously, someone might support France's independence. I mean, if the Ottomans did, then there's a chance they could win with France's help. I think Russia could do it. Scandinavia could probably do it as well. Whether they win or not, I don't know. But they would tip them, at least get the war going, if that makes... Yeah, I think so. I think France would be willing to do it if one of them offered, whether they will or not. Not going to see that happening probably, but we'll see. I wonder. I mean, imagine a game where France just ends up being controlled by Spain. I wonder if they'll get integrated. That would be, obviously that's a scary thought, but I wouldn't mind seeing it, that would be pretty cool to witness. Probably not going to happen though. We can make some states again. Yeah, we can do it now. I think we're finally cool enough. There is 6,000 ducats to spend. I don't even know what to spend it on. This is crazy. So much money. Popularization of... I might just leave it for the AI to deal with. Oh, the advisor died. That was very quick. Good job I put all that effort into choosing him. Oh, they just made him more expensive for the same thing. Are you serious? Yearly prestige. That's pretty good, yearly prestige. Yearly inflation reduction. National tax. Let's get the prestige. Well, New Castile lasted a very long time. New Castilian peasants have risen up already. Great. Just what they needed. But there we go. The Haitian Mississippi nation is on track right now. How do I repair these boats? It says they need repairing. But they just sat here. Like... Surely some logic is not going right in their heads right now. You're literally sat in port. Like, this is the best time to repair. Cause they're coming along. They're all at 80%. Nice. Finally. Oh no! I just read. I don't. Maybe that. Okay, I've got the idea for the last episode now. I might have a setup episode though. So the game would be, for the last episode, if France is still controlled, to be the French in the Independence War. This is huge. Oh, oof, this is probably pretty equal. I don't know. No, it's probably not. The Ottomans definitely swings it. Obviously, we saw Russia v Scandinavia and Prussia. The first time it went to Scandinavia, Russia then used Hungary to win, but Russia's alliance with Hungary broke, I noticed, before I started recording this episode. I'm not sure why. I was just flicking around the world trying to pick. I've probably got one episode of my personal choice left. There'll be the Brabant episode I've promised. There'll be the France episode at the end. And the game would be a French independence war movie. Oh, the Ottomans separate. They just saw the opportunity. Okay, I see. Yeah, this is going to be pretty heavy wins, I imagine. And this could be an issue, because Russia could definitely collapse here. I mean, they've got so much war score would be needed to take everything, obviously. I can't remember how to exactly see it. I think it's in here. Yeah, you would need to win 100... 1,056% to take everything. But if two wars get 100 or close to 100, that will be big chunks of the most valuable land going to the Ottomans, Prussia, and Scandinavia. Scandinavia is actually losing again for now, but Prussia's making progress. Austria is trying to help them, but Austria is not as strong as the rest of these nations. I mean, the Ottomans, this is their opportunity. I wonder, Spain is going after Brunei in all this, amongst all of that. I thought they might have done something big, but no, they're just, I think that's why Britain was losing stuff. Oh no, France was losing stuff, but they're all the same. I want to see what this looks like from Brunei's perspective. So, well, that's not too bad in the Pacific, you know, that's manageable. I'm not sure that's a little bit more, isn't it? That's terrifying. Invest in new technology, there we go. Admin 29. The growing, a new idea group. We get to pick the final one. They did espionage. That's why they're doing so well, guys. It's espionage, plutocratic ideas and espionage. I've never even considered that one. Okay, so we'll do a military or a diplomatic one. Offensive, defensive, quality, naval. I mean, naval seems like pretty smart, right? Or maritime. I'll do maritime. Why not? I don't care. What does this do? Naval tradition from protecting trade. I mean, we're pirating. We should be pirate. They should be pirates of the Caribbean. Captain Jack. Can you name admirals? Can you name admirals? This has got to be a thing. Also, what did that second one do? National sailors plus 50%. They did need that because they don't have many at all. I don't think it's going to work, but I would love to. I don't think you can name them, but it would be awesome to have a Captain Jack. Maybe a Captain Barbosa. Name a boat, the Flying Dutchman. I think you can. I don't know if you can name the boats, I'm pretty sure, but maybe not. Would have been pretty cool, but I'll settle for it. Right, what do we got here? 2,000 ducats for free. 9k. That is ridiculous. We can spend it all, so let's just keep increasing our income. These buildings are quite expensive, but yeah, these buildings are, I don't know if they're worth it, if they'll ever pay it off at this point in the game, but I mean, they need something, right? They need something to do to invest those ducats in. We'll make 3k back pretty soon. We have a huge spy network in Florida. I'm not invading Florida. I mean, we would be at war. We've just scanned it. What? I mean, just Scandinavia. You're owned by France. I'm so lost. I think the game's getting a bit confused because it's kind of like a... It's like a within thing, right? Because France is owned by Spain, but then France owns Florida, and I don't know if the game... Like, I don't even know why Scandinavia would be involved. Like, in what world is Scandinavia involved? Unless... What? Yeah, because France isn't allied to Scandinavia. Where's Scandinavia come from? Are they the defender of the faith or something? Like, what? Yeah, I have no idea where that came from. Why is Scandinavia protecting you? It doesn't even say. Oh, they're our ally. So France wouldn't even defend Florida. Or they would, and it's just not saying they would. Oof. Well, Moscow is now Ottoman. At least, I mean, Ottomans could take a lot here. This could really mess Russia up. Prussia, like they're going to get cucked and just get nothing. But this, and Austria might struggle as well. Be pretty brutal. Hungary's up to nothing. They're allied to Spain, so they do not have to do anything. They do not have to fear the Ottomans or anyone else for that matter. They're in a very, it's got very, very dark in my room. But, yeah, that's great. It is. Half an hour is a long time when you start recording. Like, what? Seriously? It's 7:45. How can it be so dark? See the moon outside. I'm going to have to, get my torch on my phone so that I don't have to go anywhere. But it is so dark. That is always good. But this is not... Ignoring Haiti, who we're just in a rebuild phase, 80k manpower. This is like a glorified AI-only battle where I get to mess around a bit. That's what this series is, if you didn't notice by now. Despite all the strong allies against the Ottomans, it is the Ottomans themselves doing most of the work. And you know this is mostly them, because they're in a separate war, so like Prussia's not transferring occupations to them. This is brutal. That is only 26 war score. How? And Russia is actually beating Prussia and Scandinavia just. Not sure how. That is ridiculous. But yeah, the Ottomans only at 26. I'm sure. I mean, there's a long way to go if you want all of it. I guess that's the one benefit of this Russia being massive. It is August. The winter's about to come. Maybe these troops are going to run home in a second. Not going to enjoy their best period of this invasion. There is some rebels about as far away as possible in the Ottoman Empire, but I'm sure they'll cover them. British Columbia is huge now as well. That's kind of alarming. I kind of want to invade Lipan. I'm really tempted to. Oh, Castile is in a... Oh, they are in a coalition against Castile. Never mind. I thought it was the other way around, which would have been dumb. But yes. Maybe. Who is that little blue blot? Oh, that's Scandinavia. New Scandinavia. How have they formed a colonial nation of one province? That doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, there's more up here. I don't know how it got given to New Scandinavia, but there we go. Obviously, don't forget, Vinland is Scandinavian. It's red for some, because Denmark formed it, but I don't know why it didn't just change. There's another... that Florida is Aragon's. It's too confusing. Who knows with these colonies? Like, French... Okay, they look like they're just France. Just not normal coloured. California looks pretty big for Portugal. That's kind of cool. Pueblo's still here. They're not gone yet. Cascadia is also massive. There's some massive things out here. France with the Aleutian Islands? Yes. How did Russia do? Okay, well, Yeren took a lot of Korea. So if they get annexed, that'll be good for Russia. The Ottomans somehow managed to occupy Korea. I don't know who did that for them. Maybe it was them. They do have some stuff in the Pacific. So it could have been them. That is quite impressive. Not sure how they pulled that one off. The Mughals struggling against Mewat. Or Mewat. I'm sure they're doing fine. That is just like a... Oh no, they're up against all of sort of western southern India, but Bengal's on their side. They should be okay. But they're losing so far. It's hard to tell, I guess, sometimes. Scandinavia has now flipped it around against Russia. Oh, the Ottomans aren't fighting Austria, so I assume that alliance broke at that point. Yeah, it did. So Austria obviously accepted to fight Scandinavia and Prussia, but then declined the Ottomans. Bavaria is actually now invading. Oh no, sorry, that's Scandinavia. Close, but not quite perfect. The Ottomans starting to get forced back. If Russia pulls this off and like even just doesn't lose anything, that will be probably the greatest victory or turnaround I've ever seen in EU4. Like, that will be incredible. And the Russians, the sort of people that could do it, you know, they're pretty good at that sort of stuff. Minus 46, maybe not. Minus 19, but maybe they could take... I mean, it's gone to minus 44. Now the street lights are on. Dang, it's so dark. My room's just... I can't see anything apart from the screen. Like, it's that bad. Probably not great for my eyes. Good job there's 2 minutes to go. Revolution in a native nation. That would be impressive. I would love to see some more rebellions or revolutionary countries. I don't think it's that likely. Nothing really happens if you click on this button. It just, what does that say? Go to capital province, diplomacy, mark a country of special interest. No. It's weird. Border friction, France, lose diplomatic, lose claim on St. Kitts. Let's just wind up France, why not? That could be a showdown and a half. Oh, Spain's going after Morocco again. That's not really a surprise, is it? Just seeing it happen. Should be pretty easy for them. I can't believe... This has been a series for comebacks, to be fair. Aragon, obviously, were very much losing to Castile. And then they turned it around and formed Spain. And now they own France. Something Castile just... I mean, it was kind of me. I did free France, obviously. That second time playing as them, I think. When Castile owned them. But yeah, this time Hungary didn't stand a chance when that war broke out. They had to fight so many people. And Spain is just terrifying. So that's fun. But that is going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.